Let's take a look at using conversion factors with US measures of length to work through a couple application problems. The first one, we're walking through the hardware store. We have two sails on tubing, which we're going to need for our project. We see that there are 3 yards of tubing A for $5.49, and tubing B sells for $1.88 for 2 feet. Either one is acceptable. I'm always in for a bargain, so I want to figure out which one is really the better buy for me, right? So what I need to do is compare the unit cost. The thing is, tubing A is given in terms of yards and tubing B is given in terms of feet. So I need to convert it to the same unit, all right? Tip, usually it's best to go ahead and convert things to the smaller unit when you're comparing unit prices. All right, so tubing A, it's $5.49 for 3 yards, but using my conversion factor, I know that 1 yard is equivalent to 3 feet. So the yards go on top here because I want to cancel the yards that are on bottom in the given scenario. So the yards will cancel and I'll be left with $5.49 per 9 feet. I reduce that so I can say, well, what is it per 1 foot? Just do a division with my calculator and get 61 cents per foot. All right, so that's great, but what about tubing B? Well, tubing B was given in terms of feet, so I just simply write $1.88 per 2 feet, and I simplify that fraction. That reduces to 94 cents per foot. So if I'm in to save money and both are equivalent, I'm going to go with tubing A. Let's take a look at another one. All right, in this example, I have a fence that I need to install on a rectangular piece of property. So we're going to go around the whole perimeter. What we know is the length of the rectangular area is 130 yards and the width is 75 feet. So I need to know the total distance that is going to be fenced. So I like to organize things visually if I can. That helps my mind wrap itself around what's going on. So I've got my rectangle. I labeled one side 130 yards, the other side 75 feet. But those are not the same unit. I need to convert. So again, I'm going to go with a smaller unit of feet, just because a lot of times in the US, we tend to go for feet for measurements or miles. Not often that we use yards anymore, unless we're talking football. Okay, but that aside, I'm going to go ahead and convert my 130 yards into feet. I use the factor 3 feet is 1 yard. So this time I put the yards on the bottom because I wanted it to cancel with the given units. Those cancel and I'm left with feet, specifically 390 feet. So perimeter, now this is again something that they're going to just kind of expect us to know, common knowledge. Perimeter is the measurement all the way around. So I took 2 times 390 because I have 130 yards on one side. That means I have it on the opposite side as well. So 2 times the 390 plus 2 times the 75, and I'm going to get 780 plus 150, or a grand total of 930 feet. Let me know if you have any questions.